making sure, don't want it too mauve. Right, let's try that. So we start in the distance, show some on this tree. Dark in the middle, coming down the trunk. And what we want, cast shadow across the road. Just do it very simply, not too fussed, else it will look wrong. Shadow under the people, up the bank the other side. Same colour for these bushes here. Sun's coming this way, so shadows on the right hand side. Don't worry about that dripping down. It can all just be dabbed out, bit of tissue. Show the cast shadows from the base of them. Just use a dry brush to where it's running down because the painting's vertical. That's all I want with them, I think. It'll be a bit darker near the base of the tree. Few on the right hand side of these other bushes. Not too much because they're not the centre of interest. Then what we want is this big cast shadow from the tree that's just off the page. Just stop the eye falling out the bottom of the page. Right, what I'm going to do is having this shadow from this tree cast down the bank and across the road. I don't want a hard edge at the top, so where the shadow's coming, I'll just wet the paper like that, and that will cause a nice soft edge there. While it's still wet, go in again, but very gently. Using the end of the brush here just to create a few shapes in while it's wet. So I'm pressing, creating an indentation that will show up when it dries. You can't see it at the moment, but as it dries, you will see that. I'm just going to show a few shadows here along the edge where the lane meets the bank. You'll see these dark areas keep them random. If you like dark shapes in the shadow areas as well. Just a bit more under these bushes here while it's still actually wet there, so that it will blend in nicely. I just want to show the coat on this person on the right, in my cadmium red coat. Just check it's dry first. Just using a damp brush, just take lighten where the face area is. No detail at this size, but I just want to take the light out where the face is so that it leaves the hair showing. So just stand back, just a bit more detail on these two sort of saplings here. So I'm keeping these a light tone just to enable them not to distract from the main picture. Just dry the brush again, just take some of it off so it varies, so it's not all the same tone. That will do for that. There'll be a slight shadow, but hardly noticeable at that thickness of the saplings. Basically just a slight more blue at the top of the sky, and then we'll call it a day, I think. So we're just adding details, a few more clouds in the sky, not too much. Hopefully you can see here that the yellow that was put on first does actually show through and add a lot of dimension that wouldn't be there otherwise. I'm going to put a green coat on the other, on the lad here. Now this shadow, your eye will go across into the painting, into where the people are, and then travel round the picture. That's what we're hoping. I'm just going to show the shadow a bit more under them. Let's put the dog in again. Some bits you find you have to rework as you go, but I don't do much more on this because I would start fiddling, and that's not what we are. That's not what we want to do. I just need to show one more piece of shadow coming down. It leaves an edge that still needs to be removed by a different size mount, but it gives you an idea